Happy Sunday, fun day, and welcome to episode 68 of Can an 80 IQ Hillbilly defy all odds by achieving an 1800 ELO ranking on chess.com. 1518 is the current ELO score. Strong victory yesterday. We beat a 1582, if memory serves. That victory afforded me 10 ELO points as opposed to the typical 8 or maybe even 9. So strong win. Have an announcement or two to make. First of all, we have reached the milestone of 1,500 subscribers, which is far and beyond the expectations I had when I started this series. So thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Really is quite an accomplishment in my humble opinion. I know I'm not the best chess player. I know I don't have the best personality. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the greatest content creator. But I try. And I think that's what matters. I get an E for effort, if there is such a thing. And all we can do is do our best. I always tell people, for those of anybody who asks, which nobody ever does, but all you can do is do your best. And, obviously we can look back in hindsight and always say I could have done better. But in that moment, I believe that if you try to do your best, that's what you do. You can always look back and say I could have done better. However, with that being said, we are at 1518. If we get a victory today, provided we aren't playing a 1200, we should get at least 7 ELO points, if not 8, which would extend us into a high score for this series. If you are new to this series, the high has been 1524, and then we proceeded to go on a 7-game losing skid, which was demoralizing to say the least. We hope not to repeat that. If I am able to continue, or my highest score ever on chess.com, which hasn't been recently, was 1535. So we are nearing levels that have not been reached by myself in the chess realm of things. So without further ado, there's that word, that phrase. Looks like technically speaking everything is good. Vamonos, let's go. Who are we playing today? A 1509 from Bulgaria. We once again have the white pieces. As if you need to be told that. Okay, we're going to face the modern. I think I'm going to go out on an edge here and play an aggressive opposite side canceling against this. This isn't what I typically play, but we're going to try it today. We are going to try it today and see what happens. See what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't want to do that, do I? Might just let him take that. I think he probably senses that the opposite side castling is coming. As someone who used to play the modern, I never liked it when people opposite side castled against me. It was never a lot of fun. Let's get rid of that bishop. I feel like he's probably already made a mistake here. I think he has probably already made a mistake here. But where can I put this knight? All right, well, if I go here, he comes here. Then what? This isn't what I typically play, but I do think there's some strong ideas here. And now it just really becomes a race to who can get to who's queen first, who's king first. Let's think about what we want to do here. Take. He has to be careful. Hope you all are having a great day, by the way. This isn't looking real good, if I'm being honest. Probably should have played a more traditional setup. But if I get this take here, he's in trouble. All right, let's do some calculating here. Okay. What about here? Takes. That's not doing good. What do we want to play here? Okay. Here, here. Oh, what about this? Here, here. He might be in trouble. Oh, he came back. That's interesting. Here, here. I think he saw it. What about this? Here, here. Let's see. Here, here. Nail biter, y'all. I'm looking for this fork, and he knows it. I am looking for the fork. Make sure we ain't got no technical difficulties. I'm looking for the fork, and I think he knows it. He got a check here, but I'm not too worried. Oh, he got out of the way of it. But, yeah, got the resignation. Got the resignation. That fork had him. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 1526. We have reached a new high. Not sure how I felt about the way I played that. Yeah, not real sure. He blundered. He knew the fork was coming. I was going to get his queen. And, yeah, put too much pressure on him. Let's get a game review. I believe that's I believe that is. Well, I'm going to look here in just a second. But I believe. Well, I mean, we're teetering with 6 or 7 wins in a row. And I know that I made the comment during my losing streak that there's going to come a time that I'm going to go on a large winning streak, and someone needs to remind me of the losing streak. Man, I wish people would quit messaging me. Review doesn't look great. 73.6% accuracy, no brilliant moves, 3 great moves, 7 best moves, no mistakes, 3 misses, no blunders, played like a 1450. Opponent 62.9% accuracy, no brilliant moves, no great moves. 7 mistakes, 3 misses, or 3 mistakes. Let me go back and see if I can read that correctly. 62.9% accuracy, no brilliant moves, no great moves, 7 best moves, 3 mistakes, 1 miss, 2 blunders. He played like a 900. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is not the typical way I play against the modern. I don't like playing against the modern with the collie. It pretty much throws all your king side push out the window. Although there is a way that if they kind of just play blindly, I can go up a piece. I'm just not a big fan of playing against the modern with the collie opening, with the collie system. So I think that just making it a free-for-all, attacking on opposite sides is a little bit more, as someone who used to play the modern, is a little bit more advantageous for me. So let's get this review started and see where I went wrong. Try to learn here. He shouldn't have castled here. It was obvious what I was trying to do. Yeah, I should have just went straight for the kill. Where did I? Ooh. Capture opponent was threatening to win. Yeah, I probably could have just taken the pawn. Let me turn on the engine. Taken the pawn. Probably could have just taken the pawn. He comes here. Takes. Yeah, and then it's rough. You know, he's going to come here. Yeah, didn't really like that idea. It doesn't look good, does it? Didn't really like that. So, yeah, my idea was I knew if he wasn't careful that I was going to get up here myself. Kind of surprised he played that move, as it obviously was a mistake. He should have probably just took. I was forced to take, and then he could have went on with his idea. But right here, yeah, there's a great move. He didn't really have a choice. He had to take. And then it's just I'm chasing him down. Wow, that was a great move, huh? What did they want? Rook h7. Ah, rook h7 was the play. Put more pressure. Ooh, blunder. Great move. That was a mistake. Oh, I missed the mate. Ladies and gentlemen, I missed another mate. I know you saw it. I know you saw it during the game. Missed the mate. Wow. Missed the mate. There's my miss. Another miss. And then he resigned. Of course, that was a blunder. Missed the mate again. I have got to stop missing mates. I am putting myself in really good positions, and I come off missing the mate. Yeah, for those of you who want to kind of see this played out, here he has to. Oh, and he can't even block. That's mate too, right? Or no, I guess he can go here. He loses the queen. So, I mean, he was in trouble anyway, but I missed the mate and won. Let's go back and look at it again. Right here when he moves, mate and won. Missed another mate, but we got the victory. We are at 15-26. We are at a new high for this series. Once again, thank you to everybody who has subscribed and made this channel way more than I ever imagined. It means the world. People think they can't make a difference, but you've made a difference to me. So we're going to do our best and let everything else take care of itself. I hope you all have an amazing Sunday. God bless.